Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
And off we go from Denver. And they're getting down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Now Milton. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
First down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here we go.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll work down inside the 45. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on third down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So here are the Chiefs now backed up for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 74 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
A gain of 1 yard. And the first down, Chiefs.
Down. 60 ready.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Chiefs at 5 and 10 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Stick. Mega.
Love from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Antonio Johnson breaks up the throw. When you look at this Bronco defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
An inside run with Jenkins. And to give him 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6.
Yellow. 40.
Once again, Judkins. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he gets this into the hands of Judkins.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Set, ready.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. Ready.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 60.
We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Down. Blue, 32. Ready, ready.
A give up the middle. Jenkins.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
Opposite, 3. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Quinshon Judkins with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Throwing is Milton. Complete. It's Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Milton. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, ready?
That's good for Broncos. First down.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Hey, check that.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton. He's got Smith here. Trying. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Well, carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Tip Lyman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Set.
Now Love. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready. Set, cut.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll swing this out to Jenkins. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Down. 33. Yellow.
Love now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Adnan Mitchell, 56 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Broncos 7.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 45.
Here's Milton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's Milton now to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk.
Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
Inside handoff, Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Joe Milton, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he's going to step up and run. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready, ready. 33, yellow. Check, huh?
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Ready?
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Pass midfield. Look out. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
In a tie game that's going back and forth, oftentimes teams get really conservative because they don't want to make a mistake. But after that return, I think the offense coordinator just took a deep sigh of relief and said, okay, I can open up my playbook now. Let's see if he attacks.
Steal, check, steal. Hut.
A give. Here's Judkins. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready, ready.
First down, right back to Judkins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Judkins will take this one on. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
70, Timberwolves.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Milton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Shifts past him at the 45. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Come on, go red. 10 black.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready, yellow, go. Blue, 32. Ready, go.
They'll run. This is Jenkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 149 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to hammer it into Jenkins. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Switch, yellow. Black, 95. Set.
He'll try again. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver's offense ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because then you flip the punt, then you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Milton. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
18. That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Ready.
Off play action. Milton. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Bronco switch. Bronco
Off
switch.
the play fake. Milton. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's third down.
By J.C. Horn.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And they'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Ready?
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Blue, 32. Check.
Love. Pass taken in by Kmet. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ram, cycle. Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Running the slant, and he finds Mitchell. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Down.
On the give, it's Warren. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Set.
They'll try and run for it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Here we go. Red, 38. Slide 2. Set.
Throwing. Love. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
45. Right. Strike. Strike.
Warren. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Milton. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry for Smith. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a pickup of 13. Leads to 3rd down and 3.
Looking to throw. Milton.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. In motion goes the tight end.
Throwing is Milton. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No!
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
Okay.
They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Come on. Set. Liking, hey,
To throw is Milton.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 46-yard line.
Check, pitch. Check, green. 50, green. Yellow, go pitch. Needle.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
10 black. Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 176 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Let's go. Ready?
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Warren, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Milton.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Start. Cowboy 80. Ready.
From the gun on third down. Milton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Broncos.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
On play action, Love to throw.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.